Alright, so welcome back to Channel Megalist. Today we're going to be doing a deck tech on a Grixis control. It is standard for Kahns and Theros. And we're going to start off with our mana base today, which we are going to run 2 island for basic lands. We're going to run 4 swamp. And we're going to run 5 mountain. And that'll take care of our basic land list there. Then we have Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and that comes in handy for a couple of sideboard cards. And that's all we have that in there for. I still need to get some things, but we're going to get into our dual lands. We have 1 Temple of Epiphany. We have 1 Swiftwater Cliffs. That's the wonderful life land that's brand new. Yes, we're only running 1. We've got 2 Shivan Reef, the red-blue pain land there. And then we've got a play set of the Temple of Malice. And we've got ourselves 2 Temple of Deceit and 2 Dismal Backwater. And that'll take care of our land base today. As you can see, I'm trying to kind of quickly move through this. Let's go ahead and start off with our creature enchantment base. We're going to run 2 Keranos, God of Storms. He comes in pretty handy. He does not get turned on. We got ourselves 2 Stormbreath Dragon. Everybody should know what he does. We've got 3 Silumgar, the Drifting Death. He's brand new out of Fates Reforged, and he's got flying, hexproof, and whenever a dragon you control attacks, defending players' creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. And he's a 3/7, 4/6. I like him a lot better than I like Prognostic Sphinx, and well, he does basically the same thing, only he's a Doomwake as well. Now we're going to get into our Planeswalkers real fast, and we're going to run 3 Ashiok. And then last but definitely not least, we're going to run 2 Ugin. He's brand new out of Fates Reforged as well. His +2, Ugin deals 3 damage to target creature or player for +2. His -X, exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. Awesome. I love that one. And then his -10, you gain 7 life, you draw 7 cards, then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. We don't really care about that ability unless we really need the life, because we're basically just going to drop land or one of those very few creatures. And now we're going to get into our spell base, and we're going to run 4 Magma Jet. Very good removal, and we get to mess with our cards on the top of our libraries, kind of manipulate the deck a little bit. We're mainboarding, yes, mainboarding 3 Negate, which is a counter target non-creature spell. A lot of people think that's weird and odd, but we kind of need to do that. I'd rather just be running 3 of these, but I only have 1, and it's 1 Dissolve. And no, I have not spent the money to get any more Dissolve, just because, well, I also like this one as well. And we've got, let's bring that one out, it's Dissipate, so it exiles the spell that you countered, so they can't use it with their Delve. Mainly, I want to have it in sideboard, but like I said, I don't have the dissolves to be running it. We're also mainboarding 3 Anger of the Gods. 3 damage to each creature. Exile them. Hilarious. Really good against the Mardu. And then we've got ourselves 2 Aether Spouts. For each attacking creature, its owner puts them on the top or the bottom of his or her library. I like it. It's a really crappy version of Cyclonic Rift. Sorry, I'm still in love with that. Let's get the English version up here. And then we've got ourselves 2 Crux of Fate. It's new. Destroy all dragon creatures or destroy all non-dragon creatures. And it comes in handy, especially in the mirror match against the black-blue if they've got Silumgar out and you don't. Guess what? We're blowing him up. And then we're going to run 3 Steam Augury. This is a Theros card. We really like that. It lets us refill our hand, and it helps us fill up our graveyard as well, which sometimes we need to do that. And then we've got ourselves 3 Heroes Downfall. I really don't see any point in running 4 Downfall. It's just not really there. And then the awesome fun of in the deck, we have 1 Read the Bones, which lets us draw some more cards. And now for our sideboard, we've got 3 Stoke the Flames for a little bit more creature removal. Maybe get in a little bit of extra damage whenever we need it, depending on what they're running. We've got 2 Empty the Pits. Like I said, you know, we like to fill up our graveyard as well. Do the Pits, I love it. It's hilarious. Yes, it's in the sideboard. For those pesky Jeskai decks that like to use Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, we run Fate Unraveler in our sideboard. We got it as a 2 of. It deals damage to the player whenever they draw a card. And it's our opponents. I'm sorry, not player, opponents. Which is awesome. And then we only run 2 Bioblight. So we're going to give all creatures with the same name -3/-3. And then here's where it gets interesting. We've got 2 Shockmaw Dragon. He's new out of Reforged. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals 1 damage to each creature that player controls. So it really helps out whenever we got Silumgar out on the field and Storm Breath. And then this guy, we're going to go ahead and just do 3 damage to all of their creatures. Anyways, plus they get -3/-3, so let's get in there for 6, you know. Then we have Doomwake Giants, which is still a necessity for those pesky Mardu token decks. Maybe even the mono red, depending on what kind of opponents you have. And then something that I really don't bring in very much, Culligan, the Storm's Fury. Whenever a dragon creature you control attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn, and he can be dashed. So whenever you play the spell for its dash cost, if you do, it gains haste and it returns to your hand at the beginning of the next end step, which can be kind of funny, but it's not too. I really don't bring him in very much, but that's our Grixis control, and it's been doing pretty good. I've been top 4ing here lately with it, and it's taken me a while to get it that way. If you have any suggestions for my sideboard or even this Read the Bones, which I don't even know why I really want it in there, I just know that it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. And but yeah, any suggestions, anything that you would like to see me deck tech, just let me know. I would be happy to build it and make it into a winning deck and post it here online for you. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Love ya.